The Bible says, "Hide not thy face from me in the day when I am in trouble. Incline thine ear unto me. In the day when I call, answer me speedily." The first verse of this psalm calls it a prayer of the afflicted when he is overwhelmed and poureth out his complaint before the Lord. And God's people, when we're going through something, always want a speedy delivery. It always seems like God is moving too slowly, like we want it yesterday, like the answer could not come more expediently. We want to put our quarter in the machine, and we want that prayer to be answered, and we want to see that deliverance fast and furious. And yet God has us wait. God does not always give us a speedy delivery in our time. He gives us a perfect delivery in His time. The Bible says, and a little later in this psalm, verse number 17, the Bible says, "He will regard the prayer of the destitute and not despise their prayer." Just because the Lord's timing is not your timing, it doesn't mean He thinks less of your prayer or He's not listening. Just because the Lord has you wait for something better than you can see doesn't mean He doesn't love you. You will get God's speedy delivery, but it's going to be in His time and not necessarily in your time. And sometimes, as you go through trouble, you gain strength that you never would have had if you didn't feel the weight of that burden upon you. And Israel will cry out in the great tribulation, "Hide not thy face from me in the day when I am in trouble." When that nation goes through the time of Jacob's trouble, it's going to purify that nation. It's going to humble that nation. It's going to cause that nation to cry for her Messiah out of a sincere heart. And if the Lord lets you go through something and you're longing for a speedy delivery, take an example from Israel. Perhaps God is trying to purify you. He's trying to cause your heart to turn to Him and work a far more exceeding weight of glory than the burden you have to bear now. So wait on the Lord. His speedy delivery is coming very soon.